female CEO worth tens of billions of dollars. To test whether her husband truly loves her, she deliberately arranged a test. She made the man win a $100 million prize. As long as her husband could pass this test, she would tell him her true identity. However, when facing reporters' interviews, the man begged them not to tell his wife about it. When the woman saw that, she was furious. She didn't expect her husband to plan on keeping all the money for himself. Her friend Linda saw this scene and mocked that once a man becomes rich, he'll abandon his wife and look for a mistress. But the woman and her husband had 7 years of love together. She didn't agree with Linda's words. She thought maybe her husband just wanted to surprise her. After returning home, the woman was still suspicious about why her husband hid the fact that he won. At that moment, the man came home with a cake. He specifically bought her favorite cake and planned to feed it to her. The woman suddenly remembered Linda's warning. After a couple won a jackpot, the husband poisoned his wife just to keep all the money to himself. To make sure the cake wasn't poisoned, she first asked her husband to take a bite. After seeing nothing unusual happen to him, she hesitated, then took a bite herself. But the next second, she found a ring inside. The man put the ring on her finger. Listening to his heartfelt confession, the woman believed he would never lie to her. When she asked her husband if there was any good news, he said there wasn't. Seeing that he still wouldn't tell the truth, the woman got very angry. Just as he was about to explain, he suddenly felt very sick and quickly rushed to the hospital. Little did she know, when the woman saw that, she became even more convinced he had poisoned the cake. But after the doctor's examination, they found nothing wrong with the cake. It turned out the reason the man got sick was that he was suffering from cancer. After the doctor's diagnosis, he only had 1 month left to live. But to keep his wife from worrying, he decided to hide it from her. After walking out of the hospital, while he was thinking about his remaining days, a beautiful saleswoman suddenly approached him. Not long after, the man used the prize money to buy a villa. When filling in the name on the property deed, he hesitated deeply. He didn't know that the woman and Linda were secretly watching. It turned out this was another test from the woman. As long as he wrote her name on the deed, he would pass the test. However, after thinking it over, he still wrote down his own name. The woman was deeply disappointed in him. Little did she know that in order to hide her identity, she had always pretended to be a gambler. The reason the man did that was because he didn't want her to gamble the house away. But in Linda's eyes, the man was just transferring assets. She feared he would soon ask for a divorce. Considering their many years together, the woman decided to use her charm one last time to see if he could resist temptation. But the next second, the man went to a bar with the saleswoman. Seeing their intimate behavior, the woman was deeply disappointed, but the man didn't seem satisfied. He even called over a few more women. Watching her husband surrounded by beautiful women, the woman broke down completely. She never expected her husband of many years to be like this. The next moment, she heard something that shattered her even more. The man had left the bar with over a dozen women. He was now wildly buying luxury goods and cars. Linda advised her to divorce him quickly and stop being sad for such a man. But when the woman remembered their happy past, she still couldn't bring herself to leave. She decided to test him one last time. Soon after, the woman and Linda went to the hospital. The doctor gave her a fake medical report. They did this to test the man again. If the woman suddenly became sick, would the man abandon her? Meanwhile, the man had bought many luxury items. It turned out they were all surprises for his wife. The reason he took those girls out was because he didn't know his wife's taste. He just didn't want to give the wrong gift. He even hired a lawyer so that after he died, his wife would inherit all his assets. When others saw this, they all said his wife was so lucky. But then the man suddenly learned that his wife was now in the hospital. He became very worried and rushed there immediately. The woman, following her plan, showed him the fake report. The man was heartbroken when he saw it. To test him, she deliberately suggested they get divorced. Unexpectedly, the man agreed with tears in his eyes. It turned out the reason he did that was